Hey everybody, Spooky Fridge here. Just came back from our Sydney Regionals here in Australia. Really good turnout. I went 5-3 in Swiss, didn't make Top Cut. We had about 200 people, so given that only 8 were allowed in Top Cut, yeah, not too surprising. Aside from that though, had a lot of fun. Got to test out this new team that I have. So that's what we're actually going to do now. I'm going to show you. It was pretty interesting, but a lot of the Top Cut teams, aside from a Parish Trap team that made it into the semifinals, they were typically they used the top 12 Pokemon, you know, the Kangaskhan, the Cresselia, that sort of thing. Anyway, here we go. Gonna select my battle box. As you can see, my team here is Salamence, Gengar, Azumarill, Breloom, Heatran, and Clefairy. Clefairy was used recently by Angel Miranda. Couldn't find any exact team report or any mentioning aside from on Twitter, but one of my friends did apparently not track down the spread. I've been using it. It's been really, really impressive. I found it to be pretty good. Here we go. Someone from Australia with a rating of 50-51 is our first opponent. They have the Landorus, the Blaziken, possibly Mega. They have the Escavalier, the Thunderous, the Latios, and the Gyarados. So there's a lot of scary guys there, just kind of chilling. What we'll probably want to be doing. So I think Latios threatens both of my main guys, so I'll want Azumarill up there first, followed by my Clefairy. I reckon that's the best way to go, and then because that Escavalier can't be put to sleep, it's definitely got Overcoat as its ability. Or just in case the Landorus comes out. Yeah. What do I do against that Landorus? My Clefairy. I might start with the Heatran to discourage Escavalier, to threaten the Laddies, and just to hurt everyone else. And it will also be able to one-hit KO Blaziken. Keep Gengar in the back for a safe switch. That's a very specially oriented team. But Azumarill threatens the rest pretty hard, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to lock that in. Now, what have we got coming out? So, yeah. So I'm gonna switch this Heatran out into my Gengar. And I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. So Clefairy doesn't particularly care about Psychic, and she's immune to Dragon. And unless this is an Assault Vest, this should be a 2-hit KO. So there we go. Yep. And because that went first, that's definitely a Scarf Landorus, so I'm gonna want to keep Gengar kind of as normal. Oh! And we have the Freeze coming out. Alright. I'm gonna have Clefairy go for the Follow Me, and Gengar is going to... Yeah, and I'm gonna have Gengar go straight in for the Sludge Bomb and Mega Evolve. Basically, the only thing I'm worried about is a first turn... I probably... If this Landorus thaws out, then this being a massive misplay, because that Earthquake's gonna absolutely demolish, but... Nope, he does stay frozen. That's beautiful. The Laddie wins the speed tie, so good thing for that, because that would have hurt Gengar quite a bit, but this Sludge Bomb's gonna come out now. That's gonna be beautiful. That's just what I need. I do land the poison. So now obviously I outspeed this Latios. What do I want? I want a Zoomerl out, because yeah, I'm gonna want the Aqua Jet onto the Landorus slot and go for another Sludge Bomb onto the Latios. This has been really lucky with that Ice Beam going out and getting the freeze. So that's Landorus down. Don't have to worry about thawing. And the Sludge Bomb goes onto the Latios. And that's the KO. Going pretty well. Clefairy definitely did a really good job just redirecting everything, keeping Gengar safe, demolishing that fucking Latios. So we have a Blaziken coming out and Escavalier. So that's good. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm probably going to want to... I'm going to protect with a Zoomerl just to scout out what's happening. And I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb here on the Blaziken. Yeah. So that's the Protect coming out. I don't think... an Iron Head from Escavalier would probably knock out the Gengar, but that can work in my favor. Knock off. A 65 base power non-stab's not going to be quite enough, luckily. Now with Blaziken, even a Jolly Blaziken I think doesn't outspeed a 130, so that's going to be nice. So I'm going to go for a double target here. And yeah, there we go. Now, yeah, as he goes for the Iron Head on to a Azumarill. Gonna nom my Citrus Berry, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna smack this guy up as much as possible so I can get Heatran in there nice and safe. So I am going to just go straight for the usual. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt on, obviously, because of the poison immunity. See how much is. That's actually an alright amount. That's surprisingly decent. I reckon another Aqua Jet's actually gonna hit the KO. So there we go. Always good. Definitely the ability to not switch out there really helped, especially with the Latios. He may have conserved it otherwise, and that wouldn't have been good. So, that was a quick match. Probably, I was hoping he would have brought out the Blaziken first to deal with a potential Heatran lead. And as I switch out, I could have absorbed the, Thunder Wave. But aside from that, though, I'm pretty happy with that, as a whole. Alright. So, yep. How are we going for time? Yep. Easy. Won't make this one too long, as people tend not to enjoy longer battle videos, but, you know, it depends. If you do want to see anything longer, but, you know, this would be a bit much otherwise. As you can see, I've been testing around a lot of teams. This one is one I kind of set up by myself. The Clefairy was one of the things I based it around, but originally it was going to be I believe originally it was a team around to test for Alligator, and then I ended up having all these good things that covered water, and then I switched the for Alligator out for an Azumarill. Here we go. We've got another guy here. We've got a Landorus and Arcanine, 2 Intimidate users, okay. A Rotom, Altaria, so double Mega, a Mienshao. Okay. So I like Heatran in this matchup, except for a couple of guys. Nah, actually Heatran's pretty terrible. Azumarill works well. Azumarill hits 1, 2, 3, 4 guys really hard. Gengar doesn't do a giant amount. I reckon he does more than Salamence though. So I'm gonna have Then I'm gonna chuck Breloom in there, just for some ease of use. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see how we go. This is, it's pretty good. When I was originally, a lot of those losses were against weird gimmick teams, minimized Chansey, that sort of thing. It's really, it's an issue with the lower tiers. It makes, essentially you have to run a different team to get up there. So, it's always interesting, but as you get up to the higher 1500s, you see more standard teams, or at least weirder, but actual standard teams as opposed to gimmicks. Okay. I'm gonna scout out everything here, so I'm gonna go for a double protect. This, Hyper Voice could be nasty. The Breloom is Focus Sash, though, luckily, so, with a Follow Me, I can essentially ensure that, Mienshao doesn't finish off Breloom, and I can get this Altaria to sleep. It'll give me a good chance to get everything else going. May even be able to, down the line, get the Mienshao to sleep as well. But I'm gonna go for the double protect and spore this Altaria. So that should be something. Double protect is a bit odd for people to see. Yeah. As he goes for the Tailwind. Alright. So I'm still wondering if this is physical or special. I'm gonna go for the Follow Me and the Spore. This is a bit of an odd one. Alright, come here. Yep, that's the high jump kick. As that does nothing. And we have a Hyper Voice come out from the Altaria. And that's going to guarantee one more. That next turn Altaria is going to be nice and safe. So what do I reckon? I reckon now that Follow Me have Clefable, sack it. I do a Bullet Seed here onto the Mienshao. That'd probably be best. So we don't see a Protect. But he goes for the Rock Slide. Good predict. Damn. That's, that was, impressive. So, I'm gonna go for Gengar now. Safe switch is the most important thing. What I'm gonna do is go for a Follow Me. Basically, forcing him to keep Rock Slide up, and I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb onto this Altaria as a Mega Gengar. I've got a Zoomerl in the back to shore up any issues as well, which is going to be nice. And now that I've Mega'd that Altaria and that Mienshao are kind of stuck in here with me. Yep, there we go. Still asleep. Come on, keep targeting. Yep, as he doesn't take the bait, he does go for the Rock Slide. That'll be the end of his Zoomerl. Gengar takes that very well. And now the super effective Sludge. Oh, as he goes for... Damn. That was impressive. That was actually really nice. So, what am I gonna do? I feel like I want to... How tough is Mienshao? I feel like I want to get this Mienshao right out of the way as fast as possible. And that's 2 turns of sleep. I reckon Altaria is actually going to go straight for the Protect. So I feel confident enough to double target that. I completely forgot about Tailwind. That's really unfortunate. I reckon Altaria is going to wake up and Protect this turn. So I'm going to double into the... Mienshao. Ah, as he doesn't, but he does go straight for the Protect. Yep. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go for the Rock Slide. That's pretty annoying. So, I'll go for the Play Rough. I was hoping that if the Sludge Bomb was enough, then Azumarill would target Altaria with Play Rough. I got 2 big threats to his Mega right here on the field. I like to keep it that way, as we get the Rotom coming out. So I'm happy enough to Play Rough this Altaria. I reckon it's going to go for the Protect straight off. And I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Rotom. Or maybe I should have taunted it. Ugh. That's annoying. I probably should have taunted it. Oh well. As Altaria, we see, isn't going for Protect. I do land a Poison on the Rotom. He goes for the Thunderbolt on Gengar. That's going to be the KO. We get a single target Hyper Voice onto Azumarill. Oh, that's unfortunate. Citrus is going to help. But, not by much, as I do land the Play Rough onto his Altaria. Okay, and it's not enough to KO. It's probably Spec to survive that. That's game. I should have, I could have survived the, if I'd gone for the Aqua Jet, I could have survived the, on the Mian Show a couple of turns ago, I could have survived the, everything else. Got a bit greedy there. Ah, well, that's the game. That's how life goes. And let's see the Poison at least make it a 1-0? No. Ah, well, that was a good game. He probably had an Arcanine or a Landorus in the back to seal the deal. That was, Mega Altaria is a weird one. How are you going? Oh well. Alright guys, that's everything so far. I'll keep the uploads coming. Should be expecting something in the next week. However, we are going to continue more and more uploads for non-VGC content as well as just basic League content. That's absolutely everything. This has been Spooky Fridge from the League. Have a great day. Peace!